reduced inflation, and the market is singing a different song?
Well, you can say the people, that is, the consumers or the general public, are the judge of the situation, and they have judged correctly. They say it's increasing, it's a pattern, and you could see that a lot of the people who were interviewed said there is an increase. Majority of them, 90%, if not 100, said the inflation is increasing. But there's normally what happens in statistics. In the statistics, you can dabble with figures. Recently, they rebased. And what it means to rebase means to change the basis year from one year to another. And in statistics, what you do is, if the basis of 2019 is too big, the gap between the basis year of 2019 is too high, it produces a higher figure to the basis of 2022. You use the basis of 2022. Then you contract the figure and you report that. And there is no hard and fast rule in selecting your basis. It's arbitrary. That is the international standard they are talking about. It's arbitrary. But in a normal situation, if you want to be factual, the question now is that, does that reflect facts? If you want to tell your people about the facts, then you must give a gap of about 5 years for basis years, at least, to show what is happening. Now, in the issue of the figure dropping, when you get a shorter period, figure can drop. Drop in the sense that, oh, you go there yesterday, you go there today. There will be no much appreciable increase. So you say your figure is dropping. And it also depends on the composite. That is, what do you gather together? Now, your reporter said that the main composite that account for 51% is housing, food, items, and transport. These are the ones that... So if you want to now dilute those composites, those things that are higher, that account for 51%, will be loaded with other things that are not higher or that are at marginal edge increase. So when you add those items that are not inflationary pressured, then you discover that the general average will come down. So that is what happened.
Mr. David, this drop in inflation, what does it mean for investors and the financial market?
Well, the financial market will think, or they will assume that when there is a drop in inflation, the economy is good. Until they get in, and until they know, until you know what they are actually coming for. For those people that wants to do manufacturing, if you say inflation is coming down, it means that they will be able to make profit. So they will likely come down and produce. But those of them that want to manufacture and they discover that the industry they want to invest in carry much inflation, they will not tamper with it. Because the inflation has a correlation with interest rate and at the same time pricing. So it is not sacrosanct, but it is inferred that once you have an inflation decreasing, you are likely to have a good investment. It's just inference. It's not factual.
Are we likely in any way to see real wage growth now that this inflation has dropped?
Low.
Real wage growth.
New.
Real wage growth, a growth in wages.
In wages?
Yes.
No. It's not likely because it takes a long time to bring in wages, except the wages is increasing comparatively to the inflation. But if you say the inflation is dropping and it drops sharply, take for granted from 30 to 20, then we will now say the money value the value of the money will increase, and of course, it will make the wages to be more, more useful.
Okay, so do you think that the NBS right now is not actually exploring the real baskets they should capture rather than...
You hear your reporter said it, that NBS said they are going to go back to the drawing board to see that they really captured what is necessary. In the actual sense, they may not capture what is necessary and bringing their figure down, and they think that they are doing the right thing. Take for granted, if you take the price of rice, for example. I have a friend in Kogi State, the former Deputy Governor, Edward Onoja, who said rice was 30,000 before, and it has come, and now it later goes to 100,000. Now it came down to 40,000. Look at the way the politicians are looking at it. It was 30,000, 100,000, and 40,000. What it means is that he wants to take the basis year of 100,000 and compare it with 40,000. That is not right. So the 30,000, if you take the basis year for the 30,000, you will discover that even the 40,000 is still having an inflationary trend of 25%.
Okay, Mr. Aheraward, you just hold on. You just stay with us for a bit. So I'll take this next story and then come back to you for more issues now. Meanwhile, from the Vice President, Atiku Abubakar